G'day gamers, Gob here. Welcome back to the Outback server, proudly brought to us by BISECT Hosting. And we're back in my base today because, let's face it, I'm sick and tired of working around that ocean monument, so I thought I'd come here for a bit of a break. Now, I have not had a reliable source of food in this game so far, so I thought it's fine time for me to actually do something about it. So let's go do it. But if you're not already a subscriber, chuck me a sub and that'd be really appreciated. Right, let's go. Right, let's jump. And we're falling. Now, all I've really had as a source of food is this ad hoc pen of animals that yeah, you're noisy, yes. This pen of animals that I've got here. So I figure I'm going to build myself something which will give me food permanently. So I'm just going to make some plans, get some bits of bods, and I will be back. Alrighty, so I've decided I'm going to put the build in this area here, which means all these guys have got to go, and that is going to be a relocation job and a half. Now, I do have a number of leads, so I'm going to see if I have enough to move most of these guys without having to build new pens. So let's put you on a lead, Mr. Horsey, and we will bring you over here. Come on, over here. Clip clop, clip clop. Just like that. Right, I'm going to move the rest of these bad boys and I'll be back. And there we go. We've cleared the area and we've just moved the animals around a little bit around Adelaide, so I have to attract them with their little bit of foodages. Right, so what I want to do now is just work out an area that we're going to do this build in. And we're going to need my shovel because we don't want to have a build on the dirt. And we want to come back a little bit from the path. So, going to be a fair size build. And we'll make it this big. Want to have enough space that we can make it work. So I'm just going to prep the area and I'll be back. And here we go. This is the outline of the build. It's just a box at this stage. I'll try and make it prettier later on, but maybe I won't. Who knows? What we're going to do now is we will put a block down. What shall we use? Let's use timber, perhaps. And we'll do it just here. Make a timber wall. Maybe we'll make it stripped. I don't know yet. Just like that. And we want a point where we can get our stuff. Thinking of making it like a shop. Dispenser. We want 2 of those. So we'll put 1 there, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 in. 1, 2, 3, 4 in, and 1 there. And what we'll do is we'll just close that in. I might change out this timber. I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, I'm becoming a bit more certain. I don't know. We'll see how we go. We'll do that. Oh, I don't want that there. I want that there. And what we'll do is we will put a hopper going into each of these dispensers, and we'll just put ourselves a way of getting up here. We're going to want a chest on each of these hoppers. Right. Let me just see what this looks like stripped. That's not too bad, actually. I'll go with that. Right, what we're going to do now is just put the builds in behind. Okie dokie. So we'll start with this one first. I just want to make a bit of an area at the back here that we can work with. And what we want going into this chest is a hopper. And we just want to surround that with blocks. Right, what we're going to do now is just on this block behind, we want to place down a dispenser, just like that. And on top of the hopper, we'll just put a slab, like that. And then we can enclose this area in. Right, now going behind this dispenser, we want to just place a couple of blocks like that. I'm just filling all this in because I don't want areas that might be spawnable. And what we want to do on the block behind the dispenser, we want to place down a comparator so it's facing away from the dispenser. We get a couple of blocks like that, and we want to place a repeater just there, and another repeater just there like that. Extend this out just a touch more, get our redstone dust, and go all the way around, just like that. Right, what we want to do now is just place another hopper into there, and we'll just go back here. 3, no, we'll just go back to 2. That'll do us. So we've got 3 hoppers. Just like that. And then we can enclose this area in. And what we want to do now is place a lava bucket just there. And we don't need this area open up anymore. Now, we're just going to place down on these hoppers a piece of carpet, just like that. And we'll just enclose this area so we can put some chicks in there. In there. In there. That's it. 2 of yous are down. All I really need. Oh, we got an egg already. Now the idea is that when the eggs lay an egg, it'll go into the hoppers, which will then go into the dispenser, which will then get shot out, and if we're lucky, it'll hatch. And if it hatches, we get a little baby chicken in the area off to the side. And when it grows, it'll get burnted by the lava. Right, seal them in, and that'll do us. Now, I might just get myself a little bit of glass so I can actually see what's going on. Right, so the eggs are going in, but we haven't got ourselves any chickens as of yet. Oh, we got some. We got some baby chickens. Okay, so that's working. And what'll happen now is they'll grow and die. Right, happy days. All we need to do now is create a dispensing system. And I think that could be as simple as that. Yep, and that'll dispense whatever's in that. So if we want to buy a chicken, we'll do that. Lovely. Okay, so I've done a little bit of a redesign in the break. I've decided that I didn't want the leather and the... because I'm going to do a cow farm. The leather from the cows and the feathers from the chickens going into these chests and ergo the dispensers. So I've built in a sorting system, which adds a layer of complexity to this because I've got to somehow get the items from here up to here. So now that I've got the item sorter working and the chicken working, I've got to work on the cow farm part of it. And I've really only got this area to work in. I'm thinking this build is going to creep a little bit further back than I originally intended. Right, so I'm going to get some supplies and I'll get ready for building the cow farm. Okay, so time to build the cow crusher, or cow to whatever you want to call it, the cow farm. Let's make our output to somewhere at the back because we've got to meet up with this. Okie dokie, so we'll have the output going out there. And we'll do that. What we want to do now is just put some trapdoors down on these hoppers. And we'll just close that in. Like that. And then we want to row behind here because we're going to chuck some dispensers on this here. Now, you probably could get away with just 2 dispensers to be efficient, but I'm not short of resources. So I'm doing all 4 just like that. And, oops, not that there, Gob. Take that one out because that's going to be a hopper. And then we just close this area in. I don't need glass or anything because we're not going to see it. Right, I'll just do a little bit more work. I'll be back. Right, so we're going to need a way of getting these dispensers to fire. So let me just first enclose this so we're not going to get lava everywhere if we test it. And we will work on a powering system. So let me just see. If we go like this, no, that's not going to work. Just let me grab a repeater. You know, there are probably a lot easier ways of doing this, but I've never professed to being a redstone guru. So please forgive me. But I can get it to work. I know that much. Even though there's probably a better ways of doing it. Okay, so I want to put power into that block there. So if I do that... don't want power here because that's going to affect those hoppers. So that's a bad idea, Gob. There we go, like that. That'll work. Which means my build's going out a little bit bigger. What do I want to power? No. I can do it. There we go. We'll do that. Easy peasy. Aha. And if I put a button... Oh, I have a button? I didn't bring a button. Silly me. If I get a button and chuck it on this block here, we get our lava come out. And it should turn off in a second. No, because it needs a second pulse to turn off. Of course it does. Right, I'm going to work that out. I'll be back. Okay, I think I've worked out a way of getting a pulse repeated in this. And it's going to be by using a redstone lamp there and an observer here. Wrong way, Gob. Is this the way to put it down? Yep, that's the way to put it down. So what should happen is when I press the button, this lamp will go on and the observer will detect the going on being a change of state, which will power that block. But when the button depresses, the lamp will go off. That will detect another change of state and will power that as well. So let's see if that works. Did that work? Yes, unfortunately, because it was already on, we need to fix it. So let's just take that for the time being. Okay, so now our lava is in the off position. So that should turn it on and turn it off. Yes, it worked. Happy days. Oakley dokley. So the next step is to build up the area where we're going to put our breeding cows. We want the babies to fall through into this area, but we don't want the adults to fall through. So we're just going to cover this area in blocks so it's fully surrounded, and we're going to put a system in place to stop our babies from falling through, and I think the chains will do that. What we want to do is place in a system for getting the cows up. So we'll put that there like that. And we'll surround that again. So what we should find is if we power the dispenser, our water will come through, but it won't go down to the bottom. Like that. Happy days. Alright, so now it's time to get my cows in here. So we're going to need a way to get them up. So we need to build a staircase. And there we go. One staircase. Let's see if we can get all or most of these cows to come in. Going to need that. And let's break this. Come on, little cows. Come on. You know you wanna. You know you do. Up you come. And we need to push you in. Come on, down you go. There's one. There's... Come on. I should have put trapdoors there. They would have actually been gone. Two. Matter of fact, that's what I'll do. I'm going to put trapdoors there. It'll make it easier. Since all the cows are wandering around. Alright, a couple of trapdoors. What have we got? Those ones will do. We'll go up here, chuck in the trapdoors, and then get the little doggies. And I'll say these are my last ones. The couple that are up on the hill can stay there. I've had enough of herding cows, so this should be enough. So all I've got to do now is power that so I can feed these guys so they can breed. And then the babies should fall through. And I've got no way of seeing. Oh, I can hear babies. I can hear babies. Let's just grab a couple of bits of glass. And be ready for the babies to escape. But we'll chuck some glass in so we can have a squeeze. Which level do I do it on? Ah, stay in there. Stay in there. Stay in there. Stay in there. Shoo. Right. So we've got some babies in there. And now we've just got to wait for them to grow up. Oh, you guys have caught me in the sort of market here in Grove. But while we're here, we might as well pop into the Guardian Hall and welcome our latest Guardian into that exclusive rank. We'll just make our way up the path here, past the guard. Don't mind me, mate, don't mind me. And we'll get our way in here and we'll welcome our latest Guardian for episode 26. Oh my goodness. Without any further ado, 26 gives us Sir Bear. Thank you very much, Sir Bear, for taking the time to watch my videos and give me a comment. I really do appreciate it. Right, let's get back to the build. Okay, now that we've got that built, we need a way to get all the output up to the sorting system. What have we got in there? Anything yet? No, because we don't have a sorting system. Oh, I got a little baby cow. You can die. I don't want you wandering around. Okay, so I'm thinking of using a... Oh, that's noisy, isn't it? I'm thinking of using a bubble elevator. So bringing everything down underneath here where I can actually build a little working system and then get the stuff up to the top. So to do that, I'm thinking I need to build down here. So let's just go down a little bit, just so I got space to work. And is this going to be too low? Maybe. So we make the bubbles go up here. So, oh, I'm trapped. Help! Right, so get myself around here. We'll make this into where the system's going to be. Whoopsie-dee. And so I'll just prep this, I'll be back. Right, so I've now got my little tunnel. I had to move it across a bit because it was next to some redstone and I don't want redstone next to water. Sorry, thinking. Now I'm going to need a comparator. So I'll just make one of them. Why don't I have... What am I missing? I'm missing smooth stone. Right, which I can do. I've actually got some sitting over here. Right, I'll get all my bits and bobs, I'll be back. Okie dokie. So, I've got everything I want. Now, I'm going to put the dropper, but I want to use just here. So that should put whatever it is we want right into that spot. Right, so just going to close that in. Right, and we want our hoppers to go into that. And we're going to want some redstone. So I need a comparator. I might need to just dig out this area here. Just to give us a little bit of space for our workings. Right, and we want our redstone to come around here. We want to put a block there, and we want to put some dust there. So if we put stuff in there... Did it work? No. What do I need to... Maybe... I'm going to go with what I actually know. I thought I could be useful and save on some redstone components, but I didn't. So I'm going to get myself a repeater because I know I can get it to work with this. I'll just get back down in here. And we will just put our repeater there. Now we'll put some things in there. Right, sleep time, we'll try again. Okay, I've worked out what it is. That stock has got next to no signal. It needs the repeater. We'll go around there. We'll put our block there. And that should have worked. Try it again. Yep, that works. Right. Now we're cooking. So we'll just close that in. And now we'll put our water in. But before we do that, I just want to make sure it needs to be at this level to get it in to our sorting system. So put that one there, that one there, that one like that, that like that, that like that, and that like that. Hopefully that will work. Let's add water there. Turn that all into source blocks. Now we'll get rid of those so we get our bubbles. And it works. And the idea will be that anything that comes up through there will get sucked down into that. Right, let's test it. So we will chuck our kelp in there, and it should not go through our item sorting system. It should actually go through the waste output. So we should start seeing the kelp coming through into here. Well, that's the theory anyway. Oh, and it worked. It worked. Right, I just need to connect it all up and it will be done. I'm going to need some more hoppers probably. Right, I'll be back. Right, so I think it's working. I've just got lots of crap in the system now. Let's just see if that stuff there gets through. And that's the one from the cow farm. We'll see if that makes it. Oh, I better put a roof on. I'd better put a roof on. Oh, that's funny. That is funny, Gob. Right, roof. Funny, funny, funny. Right. Now that monstrosity is working, I just need to pretty it up. I'm going to have a think of what I'm going to do and I'll be back. Right, well, one thing I know for sure is I'm going to keep to the theme that I've currently got. So I need to have a base around of stone bricks. Okay, so I've got myself a fair swag of birch. Time to start building up the walls. Okay, so I've got the walls up, but you know, it's going to have to go a fair bit higher than this area here, and I don't particularly want this whole build to be massive. I'm thinking of actually making a second layer, but not from the whole part of the building. Does that make sense? So what I'm going to need to do is we might actually do it in planks now. And we'll do it from about here. So it goes over the height of all this redstone and farming contraptions. So I'll keep on working, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm finishing off the top here, and I just want to whack down some trapdoors just here because these cows are noisy and I don't want them escaping. And I'll just place down a chest to put our wheat into. So now when I want to feed my cows, I can open up these trapdoors, bring them up, and just feed them. Just like that. Right, now I need to enclose this wall in here, and I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. I'm sort of not really keen on the wood look now. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll do a row of stone bricks to start with. And then maybe we can do the timber. That might work. Oops, a daisy, not there. Right, so there we go. That's the wall. Now, I've actually got to break in here and work out where I'm going to make my entry point. So I've got to be able to get in here to get to my cows. Because I'm not going to be using this scaffolding. But maybe I will make that the entry point. So I might make it just there. And we'll do that. We'll get ourselves a couple of doors. So put that there. Put that there. That doesn't look too bad. And what we got to do is hide all of this. We really don't want that in view when we come up here. Okay, so I've now got this part done. Now I've got to worry about the roof. What am I going to do for the roof? I think it's going to have to go up and then across. Yeah, that's how it's going to have to go. I'm going to need a lot of mud. A lot of mud indeed. Right, gotta get some stuff. Be back. Right, so now I'm doing the roof on the back part of the build. I've decided to have it offset to the original roof line. And yet again, it's one that goes with a solid block in the center. Right, I'm gonna keep on building and I'll be back. Okie dokie, that's the roof done. Now I've just got to fill it all in. Right, so we've now enclosed it fully. What I want to do now is put down a false floor or roof, whatever you want to call it, just so we don't have all of this exposed to view. So to do that, I'm just going to put down an oak floor. The reason I'm doing oak is just to give it a little bit of a contrasting colour to the walls. So I'll do that. I'll be back. Okay, so I think that's the outside done. It's a big beast. Let's go over here and have a look. It is a big beast indeed. But I'm quite happy with how that turned out. It actually blends in nicely with the style of the sort of base. This is it from the back. It's very noisy, I will give it that. That's it from the back. And it hides all the workings quite nicely. There we go. Now I did realise one thing. I didn't actually need for it to be this big. If I had built the workings of the farms actually underground, I could have brought the supplies up and had this all at ground level. But anyway, I kind of like the fact that it's big and imposing. Right, so what we have to do now is we need to do the interior because it's a bit bland at the moment. Now, you may not realise, but this is going to be a shop. And we're slowly starting to produce gear. Do I have any cows to die yet? No, they mustn't have grown up. For some reason, a lot of the eggs seem to be coming through. I do get baby chickens, but I'm getting a lot of eggs as well, but that's okay. Right, so this is going to be a shop, and I need to work out how to decorate it. I might need a counter. I want to hide those dispensers so they're not as obvious. Maybe somewhere to sit and eat. Yeah, so I'll go give it a crack, and I'll see you back when it's done. All right, here we go. We've done the inside. Let's see what you think. Come inside and look. There's some tables to sit down at, the little booths. We've got some decorations. How pretty is that? We've got a counter area, and we've got our food dispensers. If you want steak, you click this one. If you want chicken, you click that one. And then when we come over here, we can kill off any cattle that are stuck in the bottom, and we can add to our food. And we should see some steak come into there any second. There we go. And we're slowly getting through our chicken. If we come back here, this is our back of house. This isn't for normal viewing. We can come in here and see our cows, and we've got none growing, they've all grown up. So we need to go upstairs and make ourselves some more. And we do that simply by coming over here, grabbing our wheat, hitting the button, getting our cows up the top, and give them a good feed. And hopefully we'll get some bubba cows to go down the bottom. We'll just shut this, put our wheat away, and we'll go check that we've got some calves ready to go. And we do. Not many, but we got a few. Happy days. Happy days indeed. And we're back into the shop proper. We got nothing extra there. I'm just going to put that there. And I'll grab a couple of those to tie me over until next time. So there we go. Yeah, mate, where are you? There you are. You want to go and get a feed? Just pop into the old canteen shoppy thing over there, and you can grab yourself some cooked goodies. If you guys like this video, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other content. If you want to come and play on the Outback server with me, all you have to do is become a patron, as little as $1 a month. Well, that's all I got time for today. Until next time, hooroo!